Mr. Diego Ferreira, how are you today, my friends?
Doing great, man. I just here now, getting back from practice and try to relax my Friday a little bit.
So you're looking pretty, you're looking ready to go. How was training
Yeah,
today?
I was pretty good. The training was like intense, like always. Today's a good uh working on my stand up. Game a little bit mid work and little bit of the workout, my condition early morning, and still like it's try to be as sharp as I can.
hmm Yeah, so you gotta tell me, what is life like as the number 8 ranked UFC lightweight? Talk to me about how that's going for you so far.
Uh, it's no different. I try to be as simple as I can. I enjoy my as much as I can with my family. Stay home. Uh, Number 8 is just a number. It's still, but
hmm
my point is always gonna be we want to look for to fight with the best. But it's incredible. Too. And I enjoy pretty good to be a number 8 on the world and you know be be able to be a example, be a role model for a bunch of kids on my business and my gym. It's pretty incredible. It's things like it have your bad things, your good things, but I look always for the good side of the coin. And I just want to give as best as I can for my community, and you know give you the best I can for my students too.
hmm Yeah, so you get being the number 8th ranked. It doesn't mean you don't have any Thanksgiving plans. What's going on for Thanksgiving in the Ferreira house?
Uh, it's right now with all this going on. I think we're just gonna be about family. It's
hmm
all about the majority of the time about sharing, give it thanks to everything. That's what we're looking. But last year we have a lot of stuff to do to giving to our community. But this year is gonna be a little bit different, so we stay more home and with the family. But I'm still, I'm thankful just to be with them, safe and healthy. Is just that's the most important right now.
Yeah, so that is the very most important part of these holidays. So yeah, tell me, what is the favorite holiday of your personal life?
Christmas, always
I knew it.
Christmas.
I knew it.
Yeah. Christmas is my
Unless
favorite.
you're the one buying the presents, I guess.
Nah,
That's
it's me, but I let my wife take care of that.
I
She
see.
just
Smart
more.
man.
Yeah, I let her take taking care, but still, it's me paying. But no, it's I try to be more around my family, my kids. I like to wake up in the morning and see my kids excited to open the presents, and it's something like I don't have that. I growing up, I don't have
Mhm.
it, and I want to give it to my kids, and then I see now they really enjoy.
That's got to feel nice. You have lived the past and you're able to present something to the future. I guess the future of your life, your kids, and it makes them. It makes them feel good
It
because that's
it
that's what you
does.
wanted growing up.
Exactly, it does. And see, go wake up in the morning, see everybody on the same. No,
There they are right now.
yeah, it's my little one. He's something else. Yeah, uh, but it's incredible, to be able to give that much for my kids and my family, and I just enjoy.
Yeah, so usually for holidays, there's got to be a fight coming up. So in this case, you got your fight coming up. It's Thanksgiving, but what is something you usually do to calm your nerves? I guess in short, 'cause that's a really long paragraph to read. But you got a fight coming up soon. So what do you do to calm your nerves and distract you from the fight coming up?
I think I like to watch movies. Watch a movie with
Okay,
my wife, sit down and chill, not thinking about like so much about fighting. But
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in the back in your mind, it's always what you have, But I try to relax more with my family. I'm a really family guy. I like to be surrounded with people with a good energy, and my family is the best energy I can have. And I think it's more the way I look to relax my mind and focus a little bit. It be around my family.
Yeah, so if you are watching movies and TV shows, what's got to be that number one movie you've seen while hanging out before a fight?
Number one, action. Always the action
Okay.
movies. It's take you off the reality.
Mm-hmm.
Of the everything. I like Marvels. I like the Avengers and all those movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking me from my reality, and I like cartoon. I like watch cartoons too. And I try and enjoy everything, just embrace the time and not thinking about it so much, you know, and enjoy. And the cartoon because it's my little one's always with me in special fight week, and he likes to watch cartoons.
So there's got to be a number one for everything. Who's the number one
Yeah,
superhero? Who's the
yeah,
number one
exactly.
superhero?
My always gonna be the Spider-Man, for the
Spider-Man.
yeah,
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 I see. You're a Spider-Man guy. I think
yeah.
Superman's got to be better though. No offense or anything, but
It, it, Superman's is always gonna be the best,
mm,
but you have to sometimes you have to go with the smaller guy, but the good
I see.
things, and it,
Yeah, yeah.
it's good to see a cartoon like that.
All right, so we know you love your movies, but
Mhm.
let's say you travel for fight trips and everything. But let's say you get to go somewhere with the family. What's some place you would like to go in regards to food and the comfort in that area?
Japan. It's
Really?
been my dream, like going to Japan. Like it's one of the places I really want to go for a fight. You
Mm-hmm.
know, uh, but I'm a sushi guy. I like sushi. I like the culture from Japan, and you know, and I think it was one of the place I really like to go. It's Japan.
Okay. Yeah, so they got good tradition over there, but I'm pretty sure you have Portuguese somewhere in the blood, right?
Yeah, I do. I really do. But it's the Portuguese from the Portugal, and it's. I think we have a lot of similarities, about food. I think it's really almost like a Brazilian. I think
Okay.
that's why I don't call like really, you know, don't call my attention. But I think sushi because it's really hard to make it. It's call more my attention.
Okay. So what's the tradition in the have you had any like traditional food from the home country?
Oh yeah, I love tapioca.
Okay.
I wish I could have eat more.
Yeah.
you
So
know,
you got to
it's
explain to us what tapioca is. Some of us aren't aware of
tapioca.
that.
It's look more like a powder, and
Okay.
people make it like a tortilla,
Mm. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
the from my hometown, it's make it like a tortilla, and then you put a cheese and little bit of manteiga, what I call the butter,
Yeah.
and it's really good. It's real good.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Would
a
that
little
be
high in the
considered
carbs, yeah, but it's good.
uh so would that
Yeah,
be considered like a dessert or would that be a dish?
it can be a dessert. Yeah, people do more like for dessert, But it's for me, it's my favorite. The whole like anything else besides like food was it's still tapioca.
That's no numero uno, number one.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
All right, so unfortunately we can't be having any tapioca right now, but we got
No,
this
not
fight
at
coming
all.
up very soon against Senor Drew Dober. So you
Yep.
gotta tell us, what do you see him doing well, and how will this help you on your quest for UFC gold?
Uh, I have my goals. First, it's different from every. I think every fighter. Now my
Mhm.
goals are it's be the best, get to the rank. You know, I'm within a rank, but it's getting to the top fighters, but I don't want to be calling nobody out. I really, I want to just fight the best. You be the best, you have to beat the best. And I think that's what it called me most actions for me. My reaction in fighting Dober, it's a challenge. The guy is coming like with the 3 straight wins, with the knockout power. And I think Dober bring that to the table. And he's a real talented guy. And I've been watching Dober for a long time. When he fought one of my teammates, 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝘀, one of 170. And that time I was not on a UFC. He was already, and he's a guy been a long time, young guy, but been on UFC for long time. And I think it's a guy bring a lot to the table, and it's a scramble guy, like to like throw a lot of knockout power, but he still have submissions like under the sleeves. And I think he gonna bring the best. I think Diego, Ferreira for to the fight, and I think that's what it caught my attention on that fight, and it's gonna be excited because I'm a grappler, he's a stand-up fighter, and I think we're gonna have to, be a scrap fight, like, because we never know what we're gonna go through, and you have to be prepared for everything.
So you have these fights coming up, but during this time, there's been a shortage of fights. Mostly near the beginning, sports were canceled, things were shut down. So some people, they were dealing with this thing called lack of motivation. So obviously you're a UFC fighter, the top of the top, the top of the crop, as some would say. So you got to tell us, you're the I guess the big figure that people can look up to in the UFC. But some people, like for amateurs, I guess they had a hard time finding fights in boxing, wrestling, etc. So what can you tell them that you've done? Because there's had to be times where you've had lack of motivation. I'm pretty sure almost every fighter's had that, correct?
I do sometimes, but I try to be motivated in every aspect. If I'm not having fight coming up, I try to do a jiu-jitsu competition. It's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu competition. I'm always try to be training. I like to learn, and I to for the guys coming up right now. I think the best way is learn new things. Learn new art. Never let the momentum, just because it's really slow. You don't have nothing to do. You do have something to do. You can learn. You can get better. You can be faster. You can get stronger. Things like that. You can focus on this slack little bit of the motivation. But you can always have something to do, and that's what I do for me. I always try to fill it up, the spots, what I can. I feel like I'm missing, on my wrestling, on my Muay Thai, on Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know a lot about Jiu-Jitsu yet, you know, but I try to be the most hungry guy to learn every single thing, and that's what I get me my motivation, because it's not, uh, it's always have a spot to fill, always have something to learn, and that's what I bring my motivation, because I feel like I don't know that much, but I can learn more, and I just bring that to myself. And then, if you have injuries or anything, sometimes you just have to deal with the pain and walk through, try to get it out, the pains, but a fighter is a fighter because one reason: he gonna try to always get himself better and better, and that's what it's as the motivation is always gonna take you.
That's the thing that I find with some sports sometimes, or most sports anyways. You're never the top, you're never better than, you have coaches for a reason. So the point of your sport is to learn and get better. And sometimes that's why most people aren't cut out for sports like these, in my opinion anyways.
Exactly. That's the most, like, sometimes it's just like how fast you can be, how fast you can get be, how fast you can learning things, and that's how you can motivate yourself. If you're hurt, it's something you have to deal with sometimes, and it's just, you know, take 2 3 days off, and if you're young, much better, because you can recover faster. But if you're older, you're gonna have to take a little bit longer for the injuries, and but it's you have to be your own motivation sometimes.
Yeah, that's the other thing with MMA. You're your own person. When you walk in there, you're all by yourself. Obviously, the coaches are on the outside, but I feel for MMA and boxing, some sports where you're alone, it's a single sport. You got to kind of motivate and push yourself.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got to get to everyone's favorite, our commercials. Go check out 𝗷𝗵𝗃, connecting fighters, athletes, and coaches to the world. Find us on 𝗷𝗵𝗃.com today. All right, so listen, you got to teach me something cool in Portuguese. So we talked about this a little bit off air, but teach me something cool, and then also tell me one fun facts about Portuguese people.
Okay, one, it's always gonna be the favorite from everybody. Porrada all the time. It's, I think, one of the favorite from everyone. Fight, like, it's like calling a fight, but you say porrada, it's like you're going for
Okay,
a fight.
porradas,
Porrada.
porradas.
Yeah, porrada time. I sometimes I do, like, I sometimes I put it in my hashtags or things like that, like porrada time, or like especially when I go for a fight, just putting like that.
Mm,
About my culture, we're, you know real good people. We're like a family people. I think uh, a Brazilian guy, it's more uh, family people. I think that's make a lot of difference. It's really like a fun all Latinos. I think this we have it like to with us like Family Guy. That's always we're gonna have it.
That's another thing. I keep saying that, but with the Spanish race, I guess we're very special. We have that in our blood. We stick to the
Exactly.
families and everything. All right, so this last one, you gotta close the show. Actually, we got two more. I kind of lied a little bit, but
No, no, it's all
the
right. It's all right.
the Ferreira Fire
Yeah.
top 5 artists out for music right now,
Well, top five
like
music
songwriters.
song. I like a lot of 80 music. Like
Okay.
Fulu's. Uh, uh, let me see another one. I like everything from. I like a lot of gospel music too. The rock. I like rock. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those was my top like musics I really like it. And but let me see. I'm not really into the my own like samba. I like samba, but I don't listen as much.
Okay. Yeah.
It's my top. That's what four.
Yeah.
Okay, and
We need one
funky.
more.
Yeah,
Funky?
funky.
I
That's
see.
always
The
gonna.
disco, eh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no funk, but from Brazilian funk. Like it's
Oh, I
more
see.
like
I
a,
see.
yeah, yeah, the Brazilian one. Not like
Okay.
the technical one. It's more like a Brazilian. It's a little bit different. Yeah.
So you're not a disco guy then?
I do. I do
Okay.
like
Okay.
the disco. It's pretty good too, especially 80s and
Mm.
70s. It's one of my favorites.
All right. So last one to close out the show here.
Mm.
It is preview time for Santos versus Teixeira. Who wins that and how? So that is the main event for your card.
God, that one I really don't want to see that fight coming, but I think Santos. I'm a big fan of him. Teixeira has been for a long time, but I think Santos have a more uh, 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 a raw round fighter. He can do jiu-jitsu. I know Teixeira is really hard, a black belt, but I think Santos have a little bit more the power kick. And he's right there, close by the belt, and I think I'm going with Santos.
All right. So we got Santos. What way do you see him? Do you see him by finish or decision?
I think by decision. I think both are gonna be going like all 5 rounds.
All right, so that's a pretty tough fight, but that is the main event for your card. So we're excited to see that along with your fight. So before we let you go, we want to give you the opportunity to thank anyone who's helped you along your journey. The floor is all yours.
Thank you, my team from Team Ferreira. Thank you, my all my sponsors and my team from Dallas, Fortress MMA, my coach Safe. He's always there to help me out and give the best offhand, and I learn a lot with that man. And my family, my family always be supporting me. Today, uh, it's my anniversary with my wife, and I want to just keep telling her that I love her so much and give my heart to that woman and everything she does for us, for our family. It's incredible, and it's it's always awesome to have her around, like especially doing my fight camp.
Hmm. Yeah, so congratulations on that anniversary, and
Thank
we
you.
hope to hear you have many more fulfilling and joyful years,
Appreciate it. Thank
decades.
you.
All right, you tell 𝗷𝗵𝗴𝗍 that too as well, all right?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
Uh,
you. Nothing but appreciate
all
for all
right.
your time, and see you guys soon. Don't forget to tune in on sport ESPN Sport Plus. May 7. I'll be going in. Me and Dober. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it. Mr. Ferreira, it's a pleasure having you on. We will be
Thank you.
talking very soon, my friends.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Mr. Diego Ferreira, there you go, guys. He was joining us today. So he takes on Drew Dober November 7th, I believe it is. So it will be very soon. Make sure you see him on ESPN Plus, like he said. And we